what's up everybody? Welcome to another week of this crazy experiment called the Odell household.
Does anybody else have really tight legs? Man, I'm really trying to stretch my legs out here.
Do these wall stretches. Try to keep this leg down, this leg up, trying to get my butt against the wall. And I tell you what, I feel it on this side of my leg. Side of my knees, really high tension, IT band. It's like a freaking compound bow. Tight as hell. Ugh. Well, something I wanted to say just for anybody that needs to hear. Everybody's on a fucking diet. It's not about losing weight, it's about what you eat. That's what the diet is. Your diet consists of, even if it was junk food, you'd be on a diet of junk food. So we need to erase that mentality of a diet's about losing weight, because it's not always about losing weight, people. And honestly, it's probably all these pop manufacturers that are to blame. I call it pop. I know some people call it soda, some people call it soda pop, some people call it Coke. But anyway, I call it pop. But I think they're to blame because they have this like Diet Pepsi, Diet Coke, Diet soft drinks. And I think that what puts that spin on it. That spin is bad news bears, tell you what. But yeah, diet is not just to lose weight. It's what you eat. You could have a diet that helps you gain weight. So it's just what you eat, people. Kind of like budget. I like that term low budget always gets thrown around. Everybody has a budget when you're, I mean, unless you're like rich as hell, but most everybody has a budget. And saying low budget, that's very subjective to say low budget, because everybody's got a different low budget, like would consider that differently. Like my low budget would be like $1. I do need a haircut. I tell you what, my hair, haven't had a haircut in a while. I've just come from, I used to have long hair. My hair was pretty long, not too long. I'm not used to getting haircuts, and I definitely need one. Today was my dad's birthday. I posted a music video of a song me and him worked on that he wrote. One thing I want to talk about was the keto test strips. Jessica and I purchased those keto test strips just to see if we're in ketosis. I think that's the way you say it. And we are, yeah, no surprise. It's nice because it gives you like the darker, it's the ones we have they're little paper strips that you pee on, and it checks your urine for ketones, and it will get darker, like a darker bluish purple, the more you have in your system. I think mine was like close to 100, which was a lot. Here's the ketone test strips we purchased. Rely on, can't remember where we got these. Did we get these at Walmart? So at Walmart, comes with 50 test strips, and it comes in this bottle here. And then there's your comparison chart. Just a little stick you pee on and get your results. I know a lot of these depends on like your hydration, your water. A lot of it can change, but might be novelty. Have just reassurance, I guess. Especially when I start adding things back in. Make sure I'm not. Make sure I still have some ketones. I've been holding out. I think I'm going to keep holding out on coffee for at least 3 months, and also continue with this. I'm going to add maybe once in a while. I might add a little bit of cheese or something here and there for special occasions, but it's going to be very minimal going forward after the first month. And then I'm thinking of doing some protein powder and BCAAs, just mostly because I know this is kind of a dumb reason, but we kind of stocked up on it, and it's I just don't want to throw it out or give it away. It was pretty expensive, and I have a couple tubs to get through. But I was thinking about just doing it with the water, mixing it with water, and for the protein powder instead of making like a smoothie or whatever, and see how that does. I mean, the carbs, there is carbs in it, but it's low, and it is like a milk protein, like a dairy protein. So I don't know all the details. I'll show a picture of it. I'll add in a little video here. Here's some of the protein powders that I still have. It's a pumpkin pie. I also have this snickerdoodle, which is awesome. And I think we still have a few tubs of that pumpkin pie. And then BCAAs. We have another full pumpkin, another full snickerdoodle. We also have this black cherry amino BCAA plus EAA, which does have calcium, potassium, magnesium, sodium. Be good for the electrolytes. Let's have beet juice concentrate and sucralose. I'm not sure about this, but I'm still going to use it up. We'll see as I add it in, see how it makes me feel. On to the next subject. The next subject is some of the pluses, some of the perks, just some bonuses. Last video I kind of talked about some of the negatives, being my heart rate, and there was a lot of good comments on that video, pointing me to the right directions, mostly like from what I'm gathering. Got to get my hydration sorted with my electrolytes balanced, possible B1 issues, and also I just haven't started I'm not fat adapted yet, so I'm not efficiently using the fat as fuel, so that's causing issues, I imagine. So positives on this carnivore diet: we don't have to go grocery shopping as much. We haven't been to the grocery store for a while now because we have a bunch of frozen meat. We just keep cycling it down and what we need daily, and it's been working out pretty good. I think the last time I went was just to pick up some steaks. Another thing, the garbage has been really minimal. So one thing about this, a lot less trash. First bag of the week. So only on the 4th day of the trash period, and that was the first bag of trash, so I'm liking that. Usually we've had 3 to 4 bags of trash in the week, but now we're down to about 2, so that's really good. Next might just be placebo effect, because usually when you're trying to eat a healthier diet, you're also doing other things like exercising a little more, doing some other things to get healthy. So a lot of factors in here, so take it with a grain of salt, and everybody's different. But I have noticed, it might be just crazy, it might be a little insane, but I have noticed my vision getting a little better. I don't know if that has to do with, but I'm seeing things a little clearer from a distance where I previously wasn't, so that's nice. Gonna check my weight for the week. Let's get it done. So this is what my cardio is going to consist of for this next week. Taking it easy, trying to get adapted, and we'll see what happens from there. Haven't been on this bike in a while. I'm really shaking the dust off of it. Definitely need to get ready for some riding this summer. I've been planning, supposed to go on this ride the Gap. It's the Great Allegheny Passage. It's basically a long ass bike trail. It goes from Pittsburgh to Washington DC. Well, it goes to Pittsburgh to Maryland, and then from Maryland it becomes the C&O. It's like a canal pathway, towpath, down to Washington DC. Well, there's a lot of camping spots along the way. Just gonna bike and ride for a few days and camp out. But I need to get prepped and ready for that. Hopefully we do it this summer, but who knows what's gonna happen. I know he's still prepping also, so hopefully we can make that happen. I've been wanting to do that for the last few years, since like 2019. During COVID, I bought a nice bike that was doing a lot of riding then. Actually, I was in like probably the best shape of my life during COVID. Out just running and riding bike all the time. Had the time to do it. I was off of work for a while, so. And then once I went back to work, kind of slacked off. But one thing I thought was crazy, did you guys see, it was might have been a week or 2 ago, that there was a car flipped over. I'm not sure where exactly it was. I'm guessing Florida, because of the person, some girl flipped over a car. And these 2 guys came and helped, and one of them was Hulk Hogan. So Hulk Hogan pulls this girl. They punctured the airbag and pulled her out of the car. I guess he's been baptized recently, and he had this pen that had to do with the church or something in his pocket that he used to pop the airbag and pull the girl out. I was just like it cracked me up thinking in my head, like, imagine being in a car wreck and then you hear, "I got you, brother, I got you," and pull Hulk Hogan there pulling you out of the car. That'd be crazy. So on the topic of some muscle men, there's a bodybuilder guy vlogging doing the carnivore diet I've been watching. It's me, my wife, my life. Check out that channel if you're into some real talk. And All right, wanting to follow along some lifting and carnivore diet, and like I said, straight talk. Me and my wife have been enjoying watching their channel. I believe his name's Ruben. I'm guessing because I think I heard his wife say that once. But Ruben was cracking me up because he said I did a video. I was on the treadmill doing like a 5 miles per hour. That was like a steady pace for like 2 miles. And then I was talking about doing my 5, 6, 7 challenge, which I didn't quite complete, but it is pretty tough. And he talked about the whole video was about my heart rate being high, and he said he was like, no one. He tried it out and was like, no wonder, man, that was intense. And but he had his incline on, so I couldn't even imagine doing it on an incline. But I might have to try it out now that he's put that in my head. I don't know why. Now it's just in my head, like, got to do it on an incline too. But we have a cheap treadmill. It only does barely an incline, slight incline, but it's still, you can feel it still. But hills are rough. You add some incline, that really takes up the intensity. Only picture is Dolph Lundgren, and what was that, Rocky 4, where he has the treadmill like straight up and down. He's like running is like sprinting on a treadmill that's like top incline. Another carnivore channel that I've been chatting with and checking out. He does daily videos, just daily updates, quick daily updates. Is Carnivore Amateur. He's also a bass player. He's in the music, so that's one of my things, music. So, but if you're into some updates, daily updates, want somebody to kind of go through the experience, another person to share the experience with if you're going through this, you can check out Carnivore Amateur. Then I got an inspiration. I've always been, I can't even remember how many years I've been watching WVRunningDon, but he is getting back on the horse with running since he hurt his back, and that's an inspiration for sure. He's doing these push-ups like every day of the month. He'll do the number of the month, do that many push-ups. I'm gonna do something like that with push-ups and sit-ups. Kind of ramp up every month to a maximum like 30 per day. I don't know if he's gonna keep upping it from there. But one time I did do a sit-up thing where I did added 10 sit-ups every day until I hit 100. That was pretty rough. Like, you don't have to do them straight, you just do as many as you can, then add on to them. But so this is going to be my cardio workouts until I feel like I'm getting my heart rate back normalized. But I definitely want to keep some level of activity. Been pushing a little bit of weight around too. You guys ever see everybody's videos where they're talking about how they feel so amazing on carnivore diet? They're like, oh man, when I wake up, I'm just up and at 'em, grabbing the bull by the horns. That is not the case for me yet. I'm hoping I get there. I want to wake up and jump out of bed and be ready to seize the day, but it's not the case. That's all for this video. I'll see you guys next time. Take care. Started doing some sit-ups and some push-ups. Trying to get them in on the daily.